Hey guys, how's it going? It's Torment here. Welcome back to Chasing Rank 1 in Solo Standard, episode 12. So in the last episode, we bounced back after getting 2 losses in a row and got 2 wins in a row, which put us around the 29th spot in the leaderboards at 1325 MMR. So 2 wins in this episode would probably get us right near the number 10 spot, around like the top 10, maybe in the top 10 or just outside of it, which would put me right near my main account, which I actually just got to number 1, which is pretty cool. Maybe I could get number 1 and 2 at the end of the series also. We'll see. I don't know. But anyways, guys, let's get right into the games. Alright, so starting off in game 1, we have a pretty good game going here. I recognize all the players in the other team. I see Kevpert. The other 2 I also recognize. Lethamir on my team, actually going by Landamir because his team just made the RLCS land, so pretty solid lobby here. Should be a good game. So right off the bat, I get a pretty weird 50-50 win that I'm able to follow up. I dropped that pass middle, which it looked like it could have been a decent opportunity for Lethamir, but he gets beat to the ball, and I can't tell if he was AFK or if he was just waiting on the boost. I'm pretty sure I looked over here. So yeah, I think he was just waiting on the boost, and as soon as he saw the shot, he went for it. I think he got the boost there because he literally used like 50 boosts to get to there. But that was a pretty bad idea to wait for that boost. You probably should not do that ever. You should try to get the pads in front, but just poor judgment from him on that. Didn't really think that was he didn't really think that was gonna happen, I guess. Okay, so there I get a demo. I don't think this demo was needed for this goal to score. If we watch in the replay, we'll see that he actually ends up own goaling. And my demo is just for special effects, I guess. So we'll take the free goal. I guess we gave them a free goal. We get a free goal. I'll take it. So right here, I see this ball's open. So I go for a hit. I try to go for a hit that I'd be able to follow up again after landing on the wall. But I end up actually like sliding and not getting my balance on my car. So it didn't really happen. Just kind of gave them the ball. But I was able to get a good clear on that ball anyway. Send it right down. So here I can see a pass going middle. Good interception from Lethamir to get that out, though. That could have been bad. He was the last one back, besides me rotating back. So if that ball gets by him, most likely a goal for the other team. Bad idea to jump there. I should have known that the guy on defense, whoever it may be, which ended up being Kevpert, would probably go for a challenge there because he knew I wanted to get a redirect. So that was good of him to challenge. Bad of me to go. But Leth ends up getting a individual goal to get us a goal anyways. So he just puts it really hard off the wasteland wall. Aeon, I think is how you pronounce his name. He misreads that wall bounce, and Lethamir is perfectly there to just put a shot in the bottom right. So a good individual play. So a minute in, pretty action-packed game so far. If it keeps going like this, it's going to be a really high-scoring one. So right there, that hit was definitely not where I should have put it. I definitely like almost got a scored on there by hitting it right at the person who was just waiting there. I didn't know he was there until I'd already hit it, but luckily he missed, and I had 2 people on back on defense who were able to hit it, so I lucked out. Here I decided to take this slow and pop it up. I do get the 1 beat. Right here, going for something fancy is pretty dumb of me, even though I know that if he missed that, I probably would have had a good follow-up for a shot, but right there, he misses, and I did not expect a pretty good angle from Plague to put that one in. That was a good angle. Also shouldn't have been left open, but I think he just misread the wasteland bounce off the ground. It can be pretty misleading. And yeah, I just didn't see that shot coming in. I honestly didn't respect the shot. I thought he was going to put it off the post at best. So that was good from him. He caught me off guard for sure. So I was looking. It looked like I wanted to go for that at first, but I realized that would have been a terrible idea. Solid miss boost grab. I'm such a pro player, and I'm luckily able to get there anyways because I was able to tell that probably wouldn't have been too bad to go for that boost because it probably would have taken them years to actually get it in there. Not years, but it would have taken a while for them to get it by, and I would have had to miss the boost again probably for them to score. I go out for a aggressive challenger because I know that letting them get a shot there is the most dangerous thing I can do, and the worst thing to do is be further away from the ball and making a read. So I made sure I got as close as I could. We met it at the same time, and I was able to get it out anyways. And right here, I just put a really high ball off the backboard. No one on the other team contested it till really late, and I'm able to just get a free backboard read. I put it so high off the ceiling, it was a pretty hard read for them. They had to have someone on the wall, which no one did, so I just take the free goal. Not the free goal, but the uncontested goal. Luckily, that 50-50 wasn't too dangerous. It went off the backboard, so I was able to get a decent clear on it. Could have been bad though, the way it pinched, but it went down and bounced onto the backboard. So right here, I see my teammates on the backboard, and it doesn't look like he's probably gonna get a hit that I could read there. So I just wait back, And eventually I'm kind of caught in no man's land, so I end up going back after they beat me out. So right here I want to make sure I can test this. Kevport did actually go for that, but I knew that the way he was when I first saw him until he left my screen, there was no way he was going to be able to beat me as long as I go for the ball and do a fast aerial and get there on time. So I was able to just get a beat out instead of him getting a redirect. I look like I'm going for a follow there, and actually that was probably a bad idea to hit that, because I think my teammate behind me had a good hit, but I end up just hitting it in the air out of reaction. I just like reaction hit it, like kind of panicked, even though I didn't really need to as first man up. I do get the contest there though. That didn't really work out though, because it went into a perfect spot for them to clear it and we had nobody there. My hit across gets instantly denied, but it's alright because at least it goes to the middle and they really have nobody there. That was the same case as beating them to the ball, knowing where the guy is lurking off my camera, I guess. Having the awareness to know where he is even though I don't see him. And just going as fast as possible and beating him, because I'm like the closest person to the ball, and instead of giving them a shot, I want to make sure I get there. Right there I snuck around and challenged from behind. He probably didn't know that was happening, but it could have been pretty dangerous if I let him keep going with the ball there, because he had a dribble or a shot. I don't remember what he was going to do, but I just made sure I got in front of it and helped my teammate out, because it didn't look like he was going to be able to get a good challenge and he was waiting for me. So that was alright. So again, my teammate, he misinterprets like the way the ball's going, and I think he just jumps at it wrong. But I make sure I'm there just in case, because I don't want that ball to be like a one man or me being a last man back. Good foul from my teammate there to get that out. That could have been bad off the 50-50, but he was just perfectly there to get a hit. Pretty awkward hit for me. Just kind of gave them the ball. Slowed it down a little bit though, I guess. Kind of allowed my teammates to regroup. And as long as we hold on for the next 10 seconds, we're up a goal. We don't need to push for a goal, which is why I decided to control that there, but he just goes so quick that I'm not even able to get there. Got the pro zero boost rotation there off the inside post. I don't know why I was doing that. I think it was just an accident. But my teammate's able to kill it after I'm already back, and we win the game. So there we go. There's our first win of the episode. We'll see here. Still Grand Champ. We had a Lethamir Champ 3, and our teammate was actually Diamond 2 against a whole other our 2 Champ 1s and a Champ 2. So that's interesting. They kind of balanced it out by giving the lowest player in the lobby to the 2 highest, and then put the 3 middle on the other team. So I'm pretty sure that game was pretty even. The other team was pretty good. Like, I've played them in ranked before, all 3 of them, and we were just able to come out on top. So that was a good game. So after that game, we went up 17 points. Now we're at 1342 MMR, which puts us at the 18th spot on the leaderboard. So actually, now that I look at the gap between 18 and 14, it looks like we probably wouldn't get top 10. We probably get around like that maybe 16 spot, or maybe a little lower than that. I'm not sure. We may only move up a spot or 2 in this next win, but we will get a lot of points probably. So let's just see how it goes. So moving into this next game, I do recognize about everybody in this game. I'm guessing the one guy I don't recognize was LSU, and his name is on the LSU Rocket League team. I think that's like a university, so that's pretty interesting. And right there, start off the bat with a great boost miss, just quality. Yep, you always got to do that at the start of the game to always start off strong. Teammate gets bumped, but the opponent actually whiffs entirely on an open shot, so that, I mean, prospect plays at the start of this game. It's really starting off pretty well, as you can see. I got to clear out, hit it right at the other team though, but I didn't have much boost to work with, so I did my best to at least buy time. It did buy time for my teammates at least. Like, they're both sorted in the back. My teammate gets a kind of sketchy clear across, but it was fine. It went across. It did the job. I made sure I got behind it just in case. And yeah, that was just me getting greedy. Them almost messing up on an open goal, having to do a pass play. But yeah, I think I got pretty greedy. I mean, I wasn't the last man back, but my teammate went flying. He got really aggressive. I went for a boost that, I mean, I did need the boost, but at the same time, I could have waited and grabbed some pads and then got a boost that was more in the back, more safe, but whatever. They would get a 50-50, but I decided to go back. I mean, I probably wouldn't have gotten a hit on that no matter how hard I tried, so made sure I went back. The clear cross goes right at the other person on the other team. And I mean, he was not even turned around yet, but he was still able to beat me. And he ends up making a pretty good pass to Lethamir. So yeah, that was actually a pretty good play from them. The way he went at this on the wall was pretty good. He got the pop up, and the way he hit it down, I'm guessing low tech, he didn't expect that, and he was in the corner, caught out of position. They kind of just made a really good play there, and I also kind of gave them the ball which resulted in that play. So I could have avoided it by making a better hit myself, but what are you gonna do? So right there, I pinch it, and I think I pinch it into Speedy Walrus, and it goes right up to my teammate, and we actually end up getting a goal off it. I'm pretty sure the other defender pre-jumped, and he just flat shot it. Yep. So that's the problem with pre-jumping. Sometimes you don't really need to. You go for it, but then they just shoot it right at you. The way he pre-jumped anyways, he could have hit it without pre-jumping, because he pre-jumped and he went like barely off the ground, but it was enough that it went under him. But it was also low enough that he could have just jumped after waiting for the shot and saved it if it was that height. So right there, I wanted to make sure I was fast enough to not get beat or 50-50, because even a 50-50 could just go into the ceiling. I want to get the clean hit over, which I ended up getting. That's the ideal play. Worst case, you get a 50-50 or something. So right there, I kind of just pass it. Good follow-up from my teammate to make it not less of a opportunity for the other team. So this is interesting. Even more interesting. So I think I kind of just jumped for a ball that my teammate went for. And then I ended up following up with a flip that I had, even though it wasn't. I probably shouldn't have done that because it kind of just hit it at the other team. That was pretty bad. That was also a really bad hit, which ends up me being last back. And I end up just hitting it up and lobbing it up for Lethamir. So that was pretty bad for me. The way I did it, I overshot the ball my first jump and then flipped to readjust. And I got like a semi-decent hit, but it wasn't enough, obviously. He scored, so misplay from me on just mechanically. So that was definitely my bad. So here we're just waiting. I decided to go up for this because I don't want that ball going off the backboard, which it was a pretty routine hit at this level of play, so it ended up being fun. So this could be pretty bad, and yeah, so I think my teammate kind of own goaled this around me by accident. We probably should have gotten a better challenge on this in the first place and not let the shot happen, but he did shoot it right directly at me, and yeah. My teammate pre-jumped as well, and it tipped off his car off the shot. Obviously, he didn't know where the shot was going to go, but it tipped off his car, slid around me. It would have been directly at me, and I probably would have got a hit out, but what are you going to do? Kind of just unlucky. It probably could have been avoided if we got a challenge on the ball before it hit the backboard. You don't want the ball to hit your own backboard, like, ever, unless you're, like, right there to read it right after, which rarely happens. I went for, like, a really rushed hit. It ended up being, like, a whiff that, I mean, could have been a fake, but at the same time, there was no one really there, so it didn't really help. And right there, teammate misses the save. We didn't really have a challenge on the ball anyways. And this game's looking not too good. I mean, 4 goals in 2 minutes, a little less than 2 minutes of play isn't unseen, but from a solo standard team that isn't looking too hot, never played together before, it's not looking good. Here I just go up for something crazy. I actually end up getting the hit, but that's obviously not the hit I wanted because I kind of just cleared it for the other team. But I was just trying to do something crazy with a little time left. And we give them another goal. So yeah, I think we're gonna toss up the forfeit, throw in the white towel. With a minute 40, 100 seconds, or actually 99 to be exact, and down 5 goals. I thought that was pretty much impossible, and both my teammates agreed, so we decided to forfeit. And yeah, that's just how it goes. So teammate it was pretty similar to the last case. Actually, it was a little different, but this match does seem pretty balanced the way it went. Actually, the teammate that was diamond got the most points, so he didn't do too bad. I'm not really sure what happened there. We just kind of got pressured in. See how we had 3 shots and the other team had 15. So yeah, we just got out pressured completely. We were almost always on our own side. They kept making good plays and keeping the ball in our zone, and we just ended up getting beat. All right, so to wrap it up, the first thing is I'm at the same amount of MMR as I was at the start, 1325, but I'm 3 places lower. And the reason to that is the clip at the beginning of the scoreboard is from the last series because I forgot to record it before. So it was actually me at the 32 spot anyways, or around there with the same MMR. But I ended up just using the clip from last episode where I was 29th. It doesn't really change anything. It's the same amount of MMR. But yeah, number 32 on the leaderboards, same exact spot. This is one of those 1 step forward, 1 step back, literally sitting right where we were. So, I mean, kind of just a waste of an episode, but what are we going to do? Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.